Hello everyone and welcome back. If you're new, welcome to my channel, Butterfly Child Tarot, where we allow the inner child to light the way forward with the divine support, empowerment, guidance, support, and wisdom that is brought in by the divine parents within us, the divine masculine and the divine feminine. We do not leave not one divine opportunity for advancement on the table. That is how I roll, and that is how I roll when it comes to this channel. That's how we roll. So thank you for clicking on. If you resonate, consider subscribing, clicking that bell icon. And let's go ahead and get into it. To be honest, I don't know what this reading is going to be about. As I look at the clock and it's 44. I know it will make itself clear. I just had some powerful work I was doing on myself. Working with Mary Magdalene. I just heard rerouting to home. Receiving home. Home is not just a place where we live, where we lay our head down. Home is a state. Home is an intention set in a space. It's safe. It's warm. It holds everything that I need. What is home? You may not have a particular place that you can call your home. Maybe you live out of your car. Maybe your homes just never really felt like home. The trauma from this can be substantial and go unaddressed. Not anymore. Not anymore, collective. Okay, so they want me to focus on the first card that came out. We have the Four of Fire. So much to celebrate. Send gratitude to the divine, and ask angels for the peace and prosperity coming to you. Peace and contentment are in your life. Finally stepping your tired feet onto the sacred ground of your home, the temple that you live in. Guides, angels, ancestors, ascended masters, beings of love and light, those that walk with us, Sophia Dragon Tribe, we call upon you at this time for the sake of the collective, myself included. What divine messages are we wanting to, within our higher selves, receive today? Archangel Michael, please protect against any distorting energies and or intentions. Escort these energies to a place of evolution or dissolution now. Surround us with your white flame and white light so we may receive and I may deliver the messages as intended. We are so blessed and thank you for your counsel, support, and protection. What are the crowning energies of this reading? Spirit, thank you. A divine opportunity amongst the rebel. So many of us are lost, and the fact of the matter is we don't want to admit it. And when I say lost, it's you're being thrown like a bag in the wind all around with all of this energy, not understanding how it is transforming you, what it is doing for you. You receive the words of divine and guidance, especially those that are coming back to my videos, back to these transmissions. You're receiving in those moments, and they empower you for a while. They are really meant to show you what is possible for you now. what you are stepping into, a foreshadowing, so to speak. But you lose this energy quickly. You revert. And now it doesn't mean what you are building is not being built. It's the equivalent of, even receiving these transmissions, are the equivalent of laying down the foundation of your new temple, of a temple that holds no rooms or space for wanderers that do not respect the grounds in which you offer. Many of us offer a room, board, warm blankets, a nutritious breakfast, a tour of the grounds and the beautiful sights within our temples. And our visitors scoff and laugh, and they begin to convince us that the pride in which we have for our temples is blasphemous, is unneeded, and they do this in very different and unique ways. For our temple was never meant to be a bed and breakfast. We will never turn away a wandering soul, someone in need. But what are we asking in exchange for them to lay their heads down? We want them to give us the validation that our beautiful temple and home is just as amazing as we think it is. We have renewal, reviewing the past with compassion and forgiveness, time to head into a new direction, clarity on your life purpose. In your heart, you know what to do. This is the equivalent of the Judgment card in the tarot, and we're going to get into the tarot. But this is just setting the stage, helping us understand. Reclaiming our temple. For in the past few readings, it was easy to understand how others, regardless of which one you watched, I have different series going on, and honestly, I'm just allowing Spirit to lead me. But in the past few readings, it's been very much focused on the energy that's coming in to throw us off our rocker. Now the energy's come in. The Trojan horses have made it past the threshold. They've made it past the lines of defense, and now they're heading towards us. Or they've already made it. And they've affected you. They've pierced your strong, unshakable consciousness. And they've pierced you with what it is that you have suffered through in your cycles. Whether it be self-doubt, whether it be exhaustion, whether it be self-hatred, whether it be fear. They got to you. They got to us. With the Three of Pentacles, we have do what you love, recognition of the highest quality of work, especially creative endeavors, being paid well for your craft, working well with others, an excellent reputation. The Three of Pentacles, the Three of Earth speaks of foundation. And what better card to come out when talking about your inner temple, your temple, period. So many of you, us, have gone through periods of misunderstanding where we are. This devil energy is real. The spiritual warfare is real. And it's wanting you to curse your own temple. And if you really look around and look around the property, you'll see that the divine is running renovations as you speak. They're holding space for everything you ask for, everything we ask for. Yet we can't help but question whether or not the ground is going to fall out from beneath us. I know this isn't just me. I can feel it in my bones. There's a reason Spirit wanted me to read. Not just the candle is making a whole bunch of singing songs and stuff up there, but Spirit moved me to share this reading and to get here and to get clearer and to channel. And I know that when I step into my purpose, wanting to be of support for the collective, I receive so many beautiful nuggets of confirmation, alignment, empowerment through these readings. And let's see what comes in for you, for all of us. There's a need to slow down. The mental energy is a little bit intense right now. But there's a need for many of us. It's taking a break from your family. And I know that this message has come through before, but it's less about how they're coming in to affect you, and it's about how they already have. How did they get in there? And some, it's more covertly. I'm hearing for some of you, I'm connecting to some feminines and a mother energy. You've never really had any qualms about your mother. On the outside, she's always been very supportive of you. But at the same token, I heard Spirit saying, you know, you're getting headaches. If you're getting headaches around people, you know, it's almost like you feel guilty of putting them in this category, as if you're judging them or you're not any better. It's not about that. You're the one living in your experience. You have to walk in your shoes. I was gonna say wash your shoes. You should definitely wash your shoes, I guess. But it's this energy of, you know, maybe somebody cares about you to the point where they're smothering, where they're offering you all of these different potentialities of what could go wrong in the spirit of trying to prepare you. But what they're really doing is they're bringing you out of resonance with what you feel you know. And this can happen in so many minute ways. Be wary of being passive when it comes to the way you show up, especially when it comes to people we've grown up with, family, friends. It's very easy for us to slip into old patterns of relating. As I'm shuffling the deck, this card is shuffling on my thumb. The Three of Cups in the reverse. That's exactly the energy that I'm speaking of. Unconsciously falling into patterns that chip away at the renovations that the divine is bringing into your temple. And the Three of Swords in the reverse. There are two sides to the coin of this energy and this wave. You can be thrashed by this wave, confused, disoriented, not knowing your way up from down, or you can truly ride this wave to the healing that it is bringing up in you, to the specific buttons it's pressing in you. And us. Forgive me. This Queen of Pentacles doesn't have her eyes closed, collective. She's looking at her pentacle. She's looking at everything she's cultivated and built. This pentacle represents her worth. And she sits with it relaxed, knowing it is safe in her hands. And she stares at it with wonder and awe, as she would her temple. This is her temple. That's what I'm hearing. And she holds it in her place. She doesn't allow other people to hold it, to bring up their reading glasses and their magnifying glasses to pick it apart and to express all the ways in which she is lost, confused, needs a little more help and direction. She recognizes when other people's insecurities, when you get a whole lot of unconscious and insecure people within one family unit or one unit, period, there are a lot of opportunities for you to receive distortion where there wasn't any before. At the bottom of the deck, we have Temperance. Do not, collective, miss out on this opportunity to alchemize what is being brought to you. It is not evidence of things not working out for you. It is not evidence of your weakness and your wavering. It is simply the energy that is being offered at this time. Energy to catalyze you. Energy that is sent to afford you some beautiful new feathers that are going to help you fly higher, that are going to help you get there. For you, and I've said this 1,000 times already, you've already seen and understood how the cycle is playing out. Yet you fear, there's a part of you that is still clinging to the fear that you haven't truly moved on from this, but you have. You no longer have any feet on the land that you once lived on. Your temple is being resituated, newly situated. And it has been for quite some time. It is your perception of this and the lack thereof that is causing you to give way to doubt. Again, watch my video on the spirit of doubt. What more individualized messages do we have for the collective today, Spirit? Thank you. Seven plus 8 is 15, breaking down to a 6. We have the 7 of Wands and the 8 of Wands. What you're really guarding against, so think about it like this. And this is so funny because I was just watching earlier today the reading by Queen Cup. You guys should definitely check out her channel. She's awesome. And she was talking about like this energy of clenching or being resistant to what's coming in, like you're assuming that it's going to be something bad when it's something good. You see your family, and though your family, whatever that means to you, those that are around you, those that dwell in your presence, whatever, they're designed to, at this time, put you in a place where you feel like you have to be protective, that you have to be, and you do, but you have to be defensive. And this is also keeping you from seeing all of the manifestational energy that's coming in for you. For these skies look fresh and new. This sky looks like a sunset. This sky looks like the sun is going down. There's a lot that's happening in the dream space is what I'm hearing for you. And for some of you, it's like you're tired of this. You're tired of this. Even in the collective, you feel like it's the world around you. It's turning on your phone. It's, you know, scrolling through Instagram, seeing all of these people just lost in their asleep. And, you know, and even those that claim to be spiritual, all of these fads and all of these TikToks and everything, it just feels like it's just the same stuff given a new form. That's how it feels for me. So I'm banking on the idea or the notion that you would relate to this. And you're watching all of this unfold. You're watching the collective and you're saying to yourself, I need to make sure that that does not become me anymore. I've played that out already. I don't quite like that role, and I'm auditioning for something new. But you've already gotten the part, darlings. And these wands that are coming in are evidence that, you know, it's a wind at your back. This is the divine actually coming in to protect and support you. A lot of you guys these are wands that are being held by all of the divine aspects of your support. Archangels, your higher self, your guides, coming in to help bring you the defense, because this is the Seven of Wands. You're holding 1. What does 7 have against 9? Because the 8 plus yours is 9. They have no standing chance. And so many of you are tired and exhausted of holding your space and being true to what you believe, even in the face of being ridiculed and all of this other stuff, or even spiritually feeling like, you know, whenever you share or open up, you're being attacked. You have to keep this secret, or, you know, to yourself. You're feeling more and more of an advancement against that. And the divine is telling you, we have your back. But just make sure these aspects aren't aspects of you wanting to integrate back with you. I'm not trying to be all convoluted and take it in 1,000 different directions, but that's how tarot be sometimes. And that's how channeling is sometimes, and that's how the messages come. Because energy has more than one face. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. I don't think I said that today, so I'm saying it now. Ask if you are meant to feel comfortable at this time, and assume the answer, for the answer is no. Of course, there are going to be pockets of time and points of your experience where you give back to yourself and allow yourself to feel a sense of completion or fulfillment, and those are very rewarding, but you're not meant to feel comfortable at this time. That's not what this is designed for. That's not how Pisces works. And if you know a Pisces, you know what I mean. This is a time of knowing thyself, knowing thy shadow. For it takes the light and the shadow to get you there. You cannot get there with just one, darlings. We cannot get there with just one. We need both. As it has always been written, and as it will always be. We keep taking opportunities. Especially when we're tired with this energy and we don't see the divine supporting us. We don't see all the ways in the ethers that the way is being clear for us, and us standing in this truth is building something beautiful, something big. Our temple, standing in this truth, is what allows the divine to come in and run its renovations, as it has been. This is the equivalent of having your dream house built and having people you don't know from the back of your ass come in and say, oh, well, I would have had a fireplace that is just a little more, I don't know, extravagant, and, you know, this room could do with a little more light, and, oh, yes, it's all right. It's not as good as the estate I have in London, you know what I mean? Like, whatever. You get what I'm trying to say. I'm just tuning into that energy. But it's, you know, this energy is you getting so tired that you're receiving these Trojan horses. And look at that Pisces energy. You're misunderstanding it. You're not understanding the assignment at this time as the Protégé. If you are following my series of the Professor and the Protégé. But I digress. I think we've allowed these messages some space, some room. This is a jump starter channel message. Whatever is to come from this about you, whether you're craving some individualized information or not, it's meant for you to take and to build off of in your own experience. Be the Hierophant. Understand what this is speaking to your soul and take it further. Allow me connecting in this reading to be a blueprint for you, because you all have it in you. We all do. To take what you're receiving and what you're seeing, what you maybe even admire about me, assuming you do, and run this process yourself. Take this as a jump starter and run with it. See what it means for you. Pull your own cards, sit, meditation, automatic writing, whatever you got to do. Candle gazing, there are so many ways. If you're curious about different ways, ask. Leave a comment. For this is the season of the newness. But you see how that sun is perking up behind him? That's a new dawn. That's a new day. And we do not bring yesterday into tomorrow. That's not how this works. And you will shine. And all of that battling will be behind you with these wands. And you will be victorious. And you will be celebrated by the divine, for they're all at the end, at the edge of their seats, celebrating you already. That's how true it is. Waiting for all of us to win, waiting for all of us to see, waiting for all of us to understand what is being offered here. It is a gift. It's always a gift. And it's only when we're lost in the motherfucking sauce that we don't see it. And with that being said, God bless. Nope, I want to pull one more. I want to pull a postcard from Spirit. I always love to pull these to wrap it up. Dear you, even though life seems now to be moving full steam ahead, it's time to rest. Allow ideas to flow through you and take root in your heart before they reach your mind. Honor this process by becoming empty to allow for inspiration in the magic of dreaming. You might feel lazy or unproductive, but we know better. Just as sleep is a way to recharge before renewal, so are you in a time for dreaming. In this powerful process of co-creation, your soul merges with spirit in profound ways, so you can receive your music directly from the source and play your part in the symphony of life. You are being invited to bear witness to the great creation and tune into what others can't hear. The great creation of your temple. We have so many dreams to share with you in the sacred and invisible. Don't worry. We will wake you when it's time to return with a new dream. No need to set an alarm clock. Loving you always. All you need to see everything that's been laid out in this collective reading is a beat, a minute, a breath, a day, a couple hours, whatever you can afford. To tune into yourself. For the equivalent of what you're dealing with in reference and in terminology of the temple is having a huge mansion and not being able to fill it, not understanding how to fill it, not understanding what to do with your space, and feeling insecure about it. Having people come in and, hey, you have a theater, yeah, but it's not really set up, you can't really watch movies right now, don't really know how it works, and, but you do. It's you. It's your temple. And if you think hard enough, you can remember building it and how every little mechanism is supposed to work. But you have these naysayers coming into your temple because you're tired and you're lonely and you're tired of being the only one in your temple not understanding it. So you become weak and you invite other people in. Not weak. Tired. And you invite other people into this temple. Those that have a history with you, or those that feel like they do. And then they come in and you show them your beautiful artwork hanging in the foyer. And when you once saw beauty, you now see something else. Something that leaves you not feeling very good. There are many of us on this path, and we are interconnected in so many beautiful ways. But nothing, and I mean nothing, and no one can ever take the place of your relationship with you, of our relationships with ourselves. It's not a solitary path because we must walk alone at all times. It's a solitary path because you are incarnated as an individual. Yes? What does that mean for you? Is it a prison? Or can it be a temple? God bless.